Hi Scorpio, welcome to your December 2017 reading, culmination of 2017. It's come down to the last month, which is a month in review. Really, for most people, it seems to be a month of review for them. Everyone seems to be getting the same sort of cards coming up. A lot of the signs are getting the same sorts of cards. I want to thank you for your support of my channel, for liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel, and for all of those that have left wonderful comments, letting me know how this resonates for them. The feedback has been very useful and I've enjoyed reading all the comments, so thank you for that. This is a general reading for Scorpio, of course, so you could also listen to your moon sign and your rising sign to give more depth to this reading. If you would like a personal one-on-one reading, please follow the link below and book in for a personal one-on-one reading, which is going to be specifically for you and very useful in helping you with your life's direction. So, got some interesting cards here. Let's have a look at, now what I'm also going to pull is an extra card. These are Dreamtime cards. They're oracle cards. They have been designed and created by a lady called Laura Bowen who lives in Australia. They're Australian Indigenous cards. They're just beautiful. I love them. They've got a most amazing energy. So I'm going to take one of these cards out for you. I'll see what they give me as an overview of your reading. The energy that's around you. You get two cards as well. Some star signs have gotten two. You've got two as an overview, so I'll look at those in a moment. Okay, so it's been a time of great reflection for you, a time of hibernating, feeling alone but not alone, feeling like you need to withdraw, need to assess, reassess, need to hibernate. Got this a few times for quite a few signs, so it really is a time of taking all the lessons, taking everything that's going on around you and taking it, pulling it within, hibernating, thinking about it, processing it, and seeing what the result of all these lessons are for you. Okay, so it is a time of hibernation. That's the energy that's around you at the moment, just wanting to be a little bit, let's review this. Shut out the clutter, shut out all the chatter and all the, the interference, and focus on what's going on with you internally. Okay, as a result of that, you emerge. There's, the Ace of Wands, which is new beginnings that are fiery, that are passionate, following new projects. It's a doing sort of card. So you're looking at new projects that you're pursuing and following, that you're interested in. For some, it's a new study, new job. If you're retired, you're leaving an old job and retiring, finding new interests, maybe playing the piano, writing, walking, gardening, whatever it is. But there's new things unfolding for you, things that are different. For some of you, I feel like there's new job offers, there's a move around you, looking at doing something different, complete. So for some of you it's completely different, some of you it's completely different. You're really looking at, I've had enough of this, I'm moving on to something that's totally new, totally different, and that's a result of all this processing. What's important to you in your life? Where are your priorities? What is important? What is it that you want to do? Things can't continue. I feel like you reached a point in December where things cannot continue the way they have been going. There needs to be a point of difference. There needs to be a change. So you're bringing in that change. You're bringing in that change quite radically. Quite radically. It's like, that's enough. There's this real fire in your belly, this passion, this, I'm going to change the way things are done. I'm going to change the way things are done. And what is underlying all of that is it's an emotional situation. It's an emotional situation. So something's changed on the emotional front with you, whether it's, you know, with your partner, something's coming to an end, or something new is beginning. There's something there's change that's afoot on an emotional level, and it's that emotional level that has caused you to go within and to review how you've lived your life, how this year went, and what you want, and then you're going to set about pursuing what you want. Enough with pleasing other people. This is about me in December. It's about me in December. So, you know, just do it. Just embrace it and do it. Just do it, you know, because there's strength, there's wisdom, there's direction. You've done a lot of thinking of this. This isn't something that's just happened out of the blue. It's been a year in the process of thinking about it. It's been quite a rocky year for you. And so it's caused you to really reflect on a lot of issues in your life. And it's time for change. It's time to employ that. And then the wisdom in that is that it's now about me. It's about what I want and what I want to do and where I want to go and what I want to pursue. It's having a sense of self-worth, okay? And you've been awake many nights thinking about this, okay? You've had a lot of sleepless nights processing and thinking about this, okay? There's a lot of, let me just see, let me focus on this and see what this is about. Okay, I feel like too, when you want to, in the past, you've always been influenced by, there's been a lot of gossip, a lot of chatter, a lot of other people's opinions. You've gone along with what other people are expecting of you, and that's enough now. That's the past. That's not, you don't want to do that anymore, okay? It's always been considering other people, listening to what other people have to say, how they've judged you, you know, all of that. And it's time to move on. You don't want to do that anymore. It's about you now. It's about you, and not listening to what other people's opinions are and what they think about you. Does it really matter? You're not going to please everyone, so you may as well please yourself. That's the bottom line, isn't it? Really, isn't it? When you make your decisions, make them for the right reasons. You know, don't. It's about not taking the easy road. Not singing to other people's tune, okay? Really standing on your own 2 feet and really being, knowing what it is you want. And because you're going to have this time of withdrawal, you're going to know what you want. You're going to be clear about what you want. So be clear about what you want. Be clear about the direction you want to take. Be clear about what you want to release in your life and what you want to bring in. And make sure that it's for your highest good. You know, you don't want to be hurting other people either, but ultimately you have to do what's good for you. If you're happy, then the people around you, your family, your people are going to be happy as well, okay? You're not going to please everybody. So make sure that when you do make these changes that you're being true to yourself in making these changes, okay? The Father of Wands, that's the King of Wands. That's the King of Wands, the King Cobra. You know, the King Cobra, very confident, very territorial, very protective, and lightning fast. Lightning fast, sometimes lightning fast to anger as well, you know. So you've got to be mindful of that. Be mindful of how you break the news to people. You know, do it gently. No need to create, you know, lightning fast. Don't speak too quickly. Don't cause too much hurt. You know, you can still do what it is you want, pursue what you want without the upheaval or the people feeling like they're being attacked, I guess, you know. So in your confidence, you're really going to know that you want change and that you want to bring it in. But do it with consideration for your family, for people around you as well, okay? For some of you, it's changes that you're wanting to bring in at work. And so when you want to bring those changes in, if you're in a managerial sort of position, I feel like if you want to bring in those changes, do it gently, because a lot of people resist change. So do it in a way that is going to be effective, and people are going to sit up and listen rather than lashing out, striking too quickly. Okay? So, yeah, there's a lot of change there for you, Scorpions. You know, you've also got the Magician. The Magician is this great manifester, this great, you're in charge, you're in charge. Everything you've learned along the way, everything you've learned this year has brought you to this point, and it's clarified what it is you want and the direction you want to move in. So take that on and create it. You can create that change. You can create, that's up to you. So there are choices, there are roads that you can take. I feel like there's different paths you can take with these choices. So you can choose, you're at this sort of advantage of choosing which path you want to take, which direction you want to go in. The choices are very much with you. They're not dependent on external forces. The choices are with you to make. You can make them. Nobody's making them for you, which is a very good place to be. It's a really good place to be. Okay, it's you know, it's about leaving the past behind. You know, you've had difficult times you have had difficulties to overcome this year. There have been a lot of difficulties to overcome this year. There's been a lot of stuff that's been hidden, that will be revealed, but some of it won't. And it's just about moving out of that adversity. It's the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is the end of a cycle. So the Wands are battles, of obstacles, of, you know, fighting. It's done, and you've got a path out. But I feel like it's your choice whether or not you want to take that path out. You know, that's your free will. We've all got free will. So, you know, whatever happens here, this is the best possible outcome. You can choose not to take this advice and stay, make other choices, other decisions. You can choose to stay in that environment, or you can say, no, that's enough. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. And there is a path out of that. It's about your state of mind, okay? And I feel like, so this is your hopes and fears. So your hopes can be, okay, I want out, or your fear is you're too scared to go into the unknown, to actually come out of that, because it's been around for so long and it's so much a part of you that, you know, you're reluctant to let it go, but really release it, because when you get out, when you get to the top of that path, it's going to be newness. It's going to be a new horizon for you. So, you know, it is about moving on. And if you choose to move on, it's going to be really good for you. It's going to be really rich, productive, abundant, happiness, happy families, financially secure, new work, new jobs, it's going to be a lot of newness around you. So have the courage to put those changes in place. They are very much dependent on you. It's not dependent on anybody else. It totally depends on you whether or not you make those changes. So go ahead and do that, because it's going to be very beneficial for you. It's going to be very, very beneficial for you, you know, in doing that. You know, yep. See, it's the Queen of Wands, the Mother of Wands. You know, and this is again a snake that sheds its skin, sheds its old skin to bring in a new skin, a new coating. So it's shedding the past, shedding your old skin, shedding who you are, shedding that identity to create a new identity. But also being, you know, Scorpions, you're very, very protective. You're very protective. And see, this snake, mother snake, is protecting her eggs. And those eggs for you are your new ideas, new projects that you're nurturing, new doorways, newness coming into your life. You've got all these little ideas and these projects that you're nurturing and waiting for them to hatch, and you're very protective about those. It could also mean your family members, your children, your partner, your family, that you feel like you need to be the protector of that of your family home. Okay, that's the energy that's very much around you. Okay, they're also very quick to strike. So you need to be very, very careful, because, you know, in your protection of your family or your projects or your, you know, your ideas, you can strike out very, very quickly and get results that you don't really want. So you need to be very mindful of that, in that, you know, you fiercely protect. But Wands is also about speed, about quickness and passion, and quick to, you know, can also mean quick to anger. So you've really got to watch how you handle situations, okay? Because it could be misunderstood, that sense of protection of your family, okay? But that if it is projects that you've got on the boil, they're going to be very, very beneficial, very productive. Okay, it'll bring in that financial gain that you're looking for, which is really good. Okay, let's have a look at these beautiful Indigenous cards and what they have to say. So we'll look at this one first. It's bushfire. You know, in Australia we have bushfires, and they very often go through quite large acreage and bushland, and wipes everything out. It just blackens everything, and it looks so desolate and burnt. But then in a matter of months, the next rainfall, you get this beautiful new growth. So a lot of it is the Indigenous people of Australia would go through and they would burn land, because what that did then is, out of that blackness, out of that burnt, you'd get new growth, you'd get fresh trees, you'd get fresh growth, which would be fresh food supplies. So there is a sense of rebirth with bushfires. So in the darkest of time, in the most difficult and adverse times that you will have new growth. There is a rebirth in the bushfire. So the bushfire is quite severe. So if you look at situations like I've been saying here, you've had a really hard year. So if you look at the obstacles that you've overcome, where you feel like it's been a desert, it's been desolate, there's nothing to grow from, to move on from, with time there is. With the next rainfall, with the next little bit of nurturing, which is this, you're going to get new growth. You're going to get newness coming out. You're going to get things that will sustain you. So there is hope. There is that there for you. So, you know, stay hopeful, remain hopeful. Then you've got the bandy, which is balance. It's about balance. Bandy sticks. Okay, it's about balance. They're equal. Okay, bandy, they're the same. Both ends are the same. Maintain your balance. Maintain your balance, and don't be too quick to anger. Don't be too quick to react. Maintain your integrity and balance, and it will see you through this to better times, which is next year, which is January. New growth is coming. Okay, which is fantastic. So I hope that has been beneficial for you, Scorpio. I hope it helps you. It has got absolutely very positive outcomes. You have learnt a lot through this year, and it has helped you to grow into who you are and make changes in your life that have been long in coming. So it's time now to make some changes and adjust it so that it also suits you and you gain some nourishment out of what's going on in your life. So please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Let me know if this resonates with you and how it resonates with you. I'd be really interested. Until I see you next with your yearly forecast.